Welcome to another episode of the Honda CM450 Café Racer project. Today we're going to be removing a stubborn exhaust header bolt. You'll see how this goes. I show you different techniques on how to remove a broken bolt. And we're also going to paint the engine and getting that looking fresh and new. Stay tuned. Cheers. I think that's just the nut spinning again. So welding the nut on the broken stud is a really good technique, and typically that has worked for me, but the stud ended up breaking clean off, so now I'm gonna have to drill it completely out and re-tap it, which is not ideal, but that's just where we're at right now, so let's get into it. So this is worst case scenario. When it first happened, I really thought it was like the end of the world, because the extractor bits, it's hardened steel, so there's no way you can drill through it. So I'm gonna have to grind it down, then I'll drill the actual broken bolt out and then tap it. It's a process, but man, we're learning, and hopefully you guys are too. All right, stay tuned. Cheers. So as you can see here, the paint wasn't really taking on this section here. I'm assuming there was like some grease or grime or some sort of oil that I didn't get cleaned off the engine. So I'm gonna sand this back down, make sure this is cleaned really well, and then repaint it. Well, so when removing the engine, I broke off one of the mounting bolts, so I ended up having to drill that out and then tap it, and I ended up using a Healy coil as well, which I would highly recommend. It makes it a little bit easier to trust the threads, and it's just going to be more secure. All right, we got the engine and the carbs back on the frame. That's gonna do it for today's video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like the video, and subscribe. Stay tuned for next week. I think we're gonna rebuild these forks, get them looking like brand new again. And also I'm waiting on some exhaust parts so that we can get the exhaust on the engine and get this bike fired up again. If you missed any of my previous videos, I'll put the last build on the playlist and this build playlist on the screen as well. And then lastly, if I can build a bike, then so can you guys. Cheers.